Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari, and in my last session we have discussed section 6 of Evidence Act, which is on the concept of res gestae. While there it is general term, under section 7 we are discussing on a particular term which is related to the facts of issue, which is of any occasion or cause or effect. If it is so, that can be considered as a relevant fact under section 7, which is a kind of continuation of res gestae. Now here I am going to discuss the section as well as 3 illustrations given under section to clarify this entire section. Why to waste time? Let's get into the first slide. To understand section 7, we need to understand 5 important terms, or we should always know 5 important terms which are or which can be connected to relevant fact or facts in issue. They are the occasion of such transaction or causes for such transaction, effect of such transaction, state of things under which such transaction has happened or occurred, and opportunity for such an occurrence. Now all of these are very important, and in a fact if you find any of these 5, then they will be considered as the part of relevant fact or a fact in issue. Now they might be an immediate occasion, cause or effect or state of things or opportunity, or maybe otherwise. That depends on case to case basis. Before I get into a landmark judgment which covers all the 5 aspects very beautifully in it, I would like to read out section 7 from the Bare Act. As we already know, it discusses about facts which are the occasion, cause or effect of facts in issue. It reads, facts which are the occasion, cause or effect immediately or otherwise of relevant facts or facts in issue, or which constitutes the state of things under which they happened, or which afforded an opportunity for their occurrence or transaction, are relevant. Now all the 5 things are beautifully covered under section 7. What are the 5 things? Occasion, cause, effect, state of things under which they happened, and which afforded an opportunity for their occurrence or transaction. When all of these 5 or any combination of these 5 or any one of these 5 is available under the concept of res gestae, that will be considered as relevant fact to the particular case. As far as timeline is concerned, there is no rigid rule under section 7. It may be the immediate facts which are covering occasion, cause, effect, state of things or opportunity, or maybe otherwise. There can be delay also based on case to case basis. When I am saying case to case basis, let us try understand one of the important case law in my next slide. I will give few other case laws also before I get into the 3 illustrations which are given under the Act. The name of the case law is R versus Richardson, and when we are discussing about the facts under 5 headings of section 7, this case law just fits into all of them. First, the occasion where Richardson killed the girl when she was alone at cottage. So he chose the occasion when girl was all alone in her cottage. And what was the cause for it? Now accused was worried about his reputation. Why? Because if you see the state of things, she was a pregnant girl. Now that means the accused and the girl had relationship and she became pregnant, and that is why the accused was worried about his reputation, that the girl might tell to the outside world that he is the one who made her pregnant. Now what is the effect? While he killed and running away, there was footprint got registered because he was running away from the crime scene, and then an eyewitness also saw him, and later when asked, she told very clearly that the person who was running away was looking exactly of the same height and the way of walking, etc. That is what the effect came out of the murder. and state of things I have already updated. And what is the opportunity? Opportunity from the accused was he took 1 hour break time from his working hour, and during that break he came and murdered and gone back to work. That way he created himself an opportunity from his workplace to the crime scene. Now the entire story goes like this. A person who was working in the factory or somewhere took 1 hour break and came to a place where a girl was living all alone, and when he visited she was all alone, and he earlier had relationship with that girl, and because of such sexual relationship she was pregnant. Because she was pregnant, he was worried that she might tell the same thing to outside world, which would have caused reputation damage to him. To avoid that, he killed her, and while running away his footprints got registered in that place, and an eyewitness saw the same. Now this is the entire story, and under section 7 they are sitting as beautifully as required. I hope this case law gives a complete perception of section 7. Now these are the part of relevant fact, or they very clearly sits in the facts in issue. That way they are considered as the relevant fact under section 7. The two other case laws that you can refer is R.C. Klahoti versus Ashok Bhanji, where there was a rape and murder, and the accused here used the occasion when the girl was all alone and he raped her and murdered. However, one of the eyewitness had seen the accused during the same time near the crime scene. That helped the court to come to a conclusion under section 7. Likewise, the other case law, Siddhi Kumar versus Emperor, there was fight between two men frequently for one woman, and that fight ended up a murder of one man by the other. Now there was sufficient evidences under section 7 for this case law also, and that is one another case law that you can refer. The last part of the discussion, I am discussing 3 important illustrations which are given under the Act. One on robbery, the second one on murder, third one on poisoning. The first illustration is on robbery, where a person by name B who comes to a fair and shows that he has a lot of money to his friends. Now after some time he got robbed by one Mr. A. Now, what are the different aspects that we can see? I will bring up 2 important aspects. One, the occasion. It was the occasion of fair where this guy had a lot of money. Someone can easily rob in such scenario, because when someone is having a lot of money and if they have information already, that makes or that helps them to choose their victim very easily. And what is the opportunity? Opportunity was he was alone and he had a lot of money. So that was the opportunity they had. So these are the 2 things that I can think of with this illustration. You can connect other aspects of all those 5 things that I have told. That is possible as per your perception. The second illustration directly discusses on the effect as an evidence. Now here the question of murder is there in the illustration. The question is whether A murdered B or not, and in the crime scene it was very evident that there was a lot of struggle, which is very clearly visible via marks on the ground, which is showing the effect of that particular scenario. That way that is also a relevant evidence under section 7. The third illustration is on poisoning, which is clearly connected to opportunity under the 5 points that we have discussed. What happens here, there is a person by name A and B. Now A knows the medical habit of B, and utilizing all of that he ensures that he poisoned Mr. B. Now B is dead. Here what A has done, he had the information, and based on the information that he has utilized the opportunity to poison Mr. B. That is why we can conclude this with the fact of opportunity, and that's how we can interpret section 7 as far as this illustration is concerned. That's all for section 7, and see you in my next class, which is on section 8 of Evidence Act, focusing on motive. Till then, thank you so much for subscribing my channel. Please like, share and comment my videos. All the very best for whatsoever purpose you are referring my channel, and thanks again.